Whether it was about his choices, his timing, or what might have been going on behind the scenes, one thing's for sure, it left a lot of people scratching their heads. Rumors started swirling, and they weren't pretty. People began whispering that Doug and Joni had known each other for years. Both were big names in the Christian community, often working together on projects. Some even claimed their connection had grown close long before Doug and Lisa's marriage came to an end. Naturally, this raised a lot of eyebrows. Was Doug already emotionally invested in Joni while he was still married to Lisa? The timing of his remarriage only fueled the speculation, making it hard for people not to wonder if something deeper had been going on behind the scenes. Lisa Weiss, meanwhile, wasn't about to stay quiet. After everything she'd been through, she felt like people needed to hear her side of the story. In a heartfelt statement, Lisa shared, "It really hurt me when he decided to separate from me. I did everything I could to save our marriage. And it hurt even more when he married Joni Lamb so soon after we separated. It made me ask myself so many questions." Lisa wasn't upset that Doug had moved on. She didn't expect him to stay single forever. But the speed of his new relationship made her feel like their 30 years together didn't matter. It was like their shared history, their life, and their memories had been wiped away in an instant. What made it even harder was the public nature of everything. Lisa felt like her pain was on display for everyone to see. Going through a divorce is tough enough, but when the whole world is watching, it's a different level of hurt. And when Doug remarried so quickly, it felt like another blow, making it harder for Lisa to process what was happening. The hardest part, Lisa said, was letting go of the life she had imagined with Doug. She'd held on to hope that they could work through their problems and grow old together. But when Doug walked away and started a new chapter so quickly, she knew that future was gone for good. Still, as painful as it was, Lisa tried to find peace in the memories they'd shared. She admitted that when you're going through heartbreak, it's easy to forget the good times. But deep down, she knew there were years of love and happiness, even if it all ended in heartache. For Lisa, recovery became about taking things one day at a time. She allowed herself to feel the hurt, but knew she had to move forward, even if it meant going slow. With time, she believed she could find peace again. As for Doug, he never fully opened up about why his marriage to Lisa ended. His silence left people to speculate about what really happened and whether his whirlwind romance with Joni Lamb had started long before the ink on his divorce papers was dry. Joni Lamb's role in this story made things even more complicated. As the co-founder of Daystar, she wasn't just a public figure, she was a symbol of the Christian values the network promotes. People started questioning whether her relationship with Doug, so soon after his divorce, clashed with the family values Daystar claims to uphold. And then came the jaw-dropper. Joni fired her own son, Jonathan Lamb, from Daystar. Jonathan had been a key part of the network for years, so the decision shocked everyone. It left people wondering, was personal drama bleeding into the leadership of one of the most prominent Christian networks? The firing raised even more questions about Daystar's future. Could the network maintain its focus on faith and family values when its leaders were at the center of such public controversy? Or was it time for Daystar to reevaluate how personal and professional lives overlap in such a public space? We want to hear from you. Doug and Joni's whirlwind.
Guys, what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about this? Now, I got a few things I want to say. The first thing I want to point out is that Lisa said, now, Doug, and I'm going to play the audio again in a second. Doug talking about he was abused by Lisa and he felt untouched and he felt unloved and he felt all this and he felt all that. Maybe because you felt untouched and unloved because Lisa ain't dumb. You started pulling away from Lisa. You started withdrawing yourself from Lisa. Women are not dumb. They can sense when there is another woman involved. And they're not going to keep giving their bodies to you and you running over to another woman. He wants to make everybody feel like he wants to make everybody think that he's the victim to save his public image. It's that OJ effect. It's that same OJ effect. OJ wanted people to think that Nicole was abusing me. I'm the victim here. Just like O.J. Simpson wasn't no victim, Doug Weiss ain't no victim. And the reason why I keep saying O.J. Simpson, for those of you that are just joining us here, and if you are just joining us, please let us know. Please let me know where you are watching from. Rose Smith, I totally agree.